Honestly, I kind of let them, say what they say, but for the most part, I'm just being me. And being me and being myself is, been the strongest thing for me. Um, you know, I am who I am every single day. And um, I guess from my side, it's been easy to connect with a lot of those guys. So, likewise, them saying the same thing about me, I'm saying the same thing about them because, they welcome me with open arms and just super grateful to be with them. So, biggest thing I think is, obviously proving it from the start. So, when I first got in here, proving it through winter workouts, and then second, being vocal and taking charge. And I think I've done a really good job of it, but continue to do so and continue to gain trust, continuity throughout everything. So, mhm. Mhm. Back at UCF, I think it was a bit easier of a transition just because they had a year under their belt with it, and I was coming in. And from a quarterback perspective, you're pushing it, but the guys lining up helps you push it as well. So here, it's been a transition, but at the same time, they've been really good at it. It's an adjustment as anything, right? But from what I've seen through 5 practices, man, they've been pushing it well. O line starting to understand it and kind of get the gist of it when ball placement, where to get, and how to get your eyes back, for the receiver. So. I do. I think you got to utilize it to your advantage, and that's our edge. But I feel like just playing in it, you can take advantage of a lot of opportunities of them not being set, and then likewise, just being able to push it on them. As you start to get into long play drives, you can definitely see defense just start to get a lot more tired, a lot more draggy. But that's where you take advantage. That's where you smell blood in the water, and you continue to push. So. I think it goes way back, and just from a trust standpoint, um, really trusted him. Loved playing in his offense, the way he's able to, strategically use people and put them in good positions to go play, and win a lot of ball games while scoring a lot of points. So it's something I really love about it. But most of all, I just love how he continues to push me to get to levels I didn't think I had, and that's obviously why we're back together. So super grateful for him, and I know every time I've played with him, and throughout just spring ball to fall camps to season, I've progressed in a super positive way. So yep, yep, yep. Yeah. So Brant was filming ESPN series for I forget what that some kind of team series, right? And there'd be an episode every week, and we got super close, just during my time being sidelined, and um, I just learned a lot about him, asked a bunch of questions, because a lot of times, uh, just being on the sideline, you communicate more, and it's a different perspective for me. But just as I got close to him, I mean, just so many stories he would tell me. He had obviously told me about going overseas before, and doing that. And I didn't know he was going, to Ukraine, but man, it's just a crazy story. And I think he'll forever be remembered for how courageous he was. But most of all, he's just a great guy to me. So I just super thankful I got to meet him. And, obviously rest in peace to him, but prayers to him and his family. Yeah. He had came over to, my house when my family would come up, and we had eaten dinner together, and he'd been in my house, so it was just crazy to think about. But just a great man, like a true genuine man. So for sure. I think he's super talented. Obviously can spin the ball, but also just all around a talented guy. And I think early on, it's just being a freshman. I was in his shoes, right? And I know he should be in high school right now, but he you know took the chance of coming here earlier to learn, to get ahead, and um, there's going to be challenges regardless. But the way he's continued to fight and learn and continue to grow, I try to give him 2 cents here and there, but for the most part, man, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's got to improve on. It's just continuous strain every single day. So. I think it's farther along than I thought it would be, right? Just with the short amount of time, but I think we sped that up on purpose, just with the keepers and the receivers, knowing that we would have to get ahead so that during spring we could make the necessary things to build the continuity we want, going into summer, fall camp. But I feel really good about it. Winter was really good. Winter workouts, winter throwings. I feel really good about all the guys, and obviously during those throwing sessions we got a lot closer. So just through it all, I feel like we're farther along than I thought I would or thought we would be. So I'm pretty proud about that. So. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in all aspects, right? Like, I think that's the coolest thing about Coach Levy is that he evolved, and he continues to. And I think you just look at college football. That's what you have to do if you want to stay relevant, if you want to continue putting up points, because of the fact that there's always, annual self scouts about, how people looked over the season. I think as he's continued to evolve, you know, from UCF to now, I mean, it is night and day difference. Just little things that we're trying to get to, different answers from UCF. Now they're different here, and you have those answers. So I think it'll continue to grow. Even if you ask me today, looking in the season, it'll continue to grow because it's all based on personnel, based on what we're best at running and what we're best at, obviously producing that. So. Thank you. No, no. Yeah, I think Coach GJ was just a great guy to me. Obviously, just was genuine dude about what also went on, and just the whole process of going through it. You know what I mean? It's a difficult process because it's not necessarily you want to leave or go necessarily. It's just the transfer process is difficult, right? Because you want to make it right, you want to make it worth it, but at the same time, the biggest thing I learned from him was just let it all, happen. God's got a plan for it all. I truly believe I'm here for a reason. You can't write it up, you know what I mean? I'm back with Coach Levy and back with a bunch of dudes who are just great guys, and I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So, with Coach Kenny, he's just been an ear, for me to, talk to, but then also, I've been able to just learn a lot from him and what he's been through in college, NFL, and post NFL. So I think we had a lot of similarities. Him coaching in Hawaii, obviously knew where I was born and raised. Then, when he got to UCF, just was able to have great conversations and respect each other on both, the football side, but also in life in general, and got really close to my family too. So, love Coach Kenny and grateful for him. has been. It's weird to say that because going in, I knew that was the biggest thing is being able to take over a group and continue to lead them and build the trust. That was something that was really big, on my part. But how easy it's been, how pure it's been, how genuine it's been, man, I can't thank them enough. And then also just the continuity, man, you can't fake it. It's just real, and it's something that we've worked hard at. But most of all, it's just the respect we have for each other, on and off the field.